What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 147 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. I'm your host, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, hello. What's up?
Hey, not too much.
What's going on?
Just chilling out.
Good.
Playing some Pokemon Go.
Playing some Pokemon Go is good.
We just had a good conversation on our Patreon hangout.
We did. Our patron Zoom call, and you pulled some solid fucking TCG cards, which I'm very jealous of. Pulled Charizard VMAX, the like the most sought after card in the set that you opened.
I really don't understand how I did that, but I did.
No, that was awesome. That was awesome. My face was just like, oh, no. It was awesome.
It's okay. The Sword and Shield pack in the back, because it was the double blister, made it all rounded because it was just junk.
All right. Well, we do have a lot to talk about on today's show. We're going to recap the last week of gameplay as per usual. This is going to include week 1 of the Mega September event. We had Hound Hour Spotlight Hour. We had another Heatran Raid Hour. Not too much to talk about there. We have week 2 to prep for of the Mega September event. I have a feeling that this week is going to lift trainer spirits a bit. We have a little bit more of an exciting week to talk about, so we'll break all of that down. Niantic has launched their Planet Scale AR Alliance. We're going to let you know what this is and why you should care. We're going to break down the Go Battle League Season 4 schedule. This kind of came out just as we released the episode last week. I put that little bumper in the middle saying like, hey, some fresh news just came in, but now we'll take the time to break that down in detail. And then we'll finish up with a Mega Pidgeot raid guide and battle party to close things out. Adam, let's get started. Talk about the past week's worth of gameplay. This was kind of a chill week. How did it, before you talk about the details, how has it felt for you as a trainer? Have you felt this week kind of was a little bit drawn back or a little bit more relaxed than the weeks that we've been having over the summer?
I do feel that we've been given this wonderful break that we've desperately needed.
Not everyone seems to think it's a break, but most people do. Most people do.
It's just nice knowing that I don't have to be on my phone 24/7 now. If that makes any sense. But
why does it need it? Do you need the game to tell you this?
No.
That's what I mean.
But
it's
like, just
is it
nice.
only because there's nothing new or fresh to like have FOMO over? Is that what this comes down to?
Yep.
Oh, it's so bad. We're all addicted.
Yeah. I mean, all I wanted was some shiny Pokemon, and I didn't get the one I wanted. I don't remember which one I wanted. I'm blanking on.
I saw a shit ton of people, getting the shiny Lotad, and for whatever reason, this was the one that was like called out in the announcement. If you're lucky, you might get a shiny Lotad, even though we've had it for a long time. I didn't get a single shiny Lotad this event, and I clicked on all of them. So I really wanted them because I need them because I wasn't able to play during Lotad, limited research day.
Oh, it was Magnemite and Omastar. Those were the two.
Oh, and you didn't get
those were the two that I was going
after.
No, and I did not get them, and I clicked on every single one.
Yeah.
But 2 a.m. at night when I'm headed to bed after the podcast or whatever, I'm like, oh, let me just click this Minun. Oh, shiny Minun, cool. Didn't need it.
Steal your shiny mojo. They stick it into a fucking Minun. It's like, no, of course you can't have something you want.
Right, and then I wake up and then I immediately catch a shiny Lotad. My son had come into the bathroom, and he's like, what are you doing? Looking for shiny Pokemon? And I was like, yep. and I did the whole like every time you tapped one, I'm like, and the first one I did was the Lotad, and I was like, oh, yep, it was a shiny.
That's so funny. All right, well, why don't you break down the past week that we've had? Kind of, I don't know if this really felt like a mega week per se, but why don't you let us know how we did?
Well, it didn't really feel like a mega week.
No.
Like I said, it was a calming down week. We were able to relax and take a step back and less hurt from our wallets because there's not that many raids to be had. Because I mean, we're rating megas, but Heatran's still in the format, and we're just not there.
Right.
We're just not there with new stuff. Heatran kind of made the week feel awful, but I still need the shiny Heatran.
Oh, you're beat, dude. You're beat. You have 1 day to do it. You have half a day to do it.
All right. I'm on it.
Get on it.
If trainers completed 2 million raids between September 1st and September 7th, we would unlock Mega Pidgeot. So it's now September 9th, and we're in the middle of Niantic's week off for employee wellness. Kudos to them. And we still haven't heard anything about whether or not we completed the 2 million Mega Raids. I can almost guarantee you we did.
I know, but this is one of those things where you got to take a step back. Now, half of me says, like, they really couldn't have, a tweet ready to fire. You know what I mean? Like, when the event ended, or just something to say, like, yes, you've done this. But then you remember, all right, the whole fucking office is essentially taking a company-wide, week off. It's like, I think we can hold off for 4 more days to get our Mega Pidgeot announcement. Like, I don't think it's that big a deal. In the grand scheme of things, it's like, you know what? It's like, I'm okay waiting. Like, it makes sense. Like, I understand the...
and it's one of those things, too, where, we don't have anything going on in game. So we can relax for that much longer. Even knowing if we did or didn't, like, it's not the end of the world.
Right, but there's still a little like something inside of me that says, like, they really couldn't have just had like a tweet ready to fire, like, scheduled. You know what I mean? Like, it's the suspense. But yeah, you're right. I don't think we've ever failed at one of these global scale kind of things.
Imagine if that happened, though. Imagine if
they come back from their break and they're like, "Sorry, you fucked up.
We even gave you an extension, and you still didn't come through."
Yeah, that would suck. That would fuck our battle party at the end of the episode too, because it would be for nothing. No, I can't imagine us not getting it. I'm sure we got it. So we'll assume that we got it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. This week we did have our Hound Hour Spotlight Hour, which was double catch candy, and yet another Heatran Raid Hour, which I missed.
Yeah.
Womp womp. We've also had a week with the new Mega Energy Economy. How has the rebalance and the changes been for you?
Like we talked about last week, I really wasn't too upset with how Megas were rolled out to begin with. So all of these improvements are a bonus to me, because I thought I was okay spending the in-game resources that were originally demanded by the mechanics. So I didn't really mind at all. So all this reduction is just great. And the fact that now you earn so much more energy per raid, where it was, 50 is the max, now 50 is the minimum, it's that changes everything. And it proves that it really isn't the cost to put it in the decks or the cost to re-evolve. It's simply the act of earning that energy that gets people pissed. And then we talked last week about the whole field research tasks to earn energy, and no one could find them, and that was just like a real feel-bad moment kind of thing. I haven't seen any of those other tasks like floating around at all.
I've probably gotten 3 in total.
Yeah, without a doubt, that's not a viable method of farming Mega Energy. Without a doubt, there's just too few and far between. Will this change over the next couple weeks? Maybe. But for this first week, for sure, I mean, they were just so rare. I think I came across 4 of them total since it came out, and and I'm spinning 100, 150, 200 stops a day sometimes. So it's like unique stops. So it's like, man, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. So we'll hope for the best there. But Hound Hour, I did a shit ton. I needed one shiny. I got the shiny about 10 minutes before the end of the event. So I was very excited there.
I was on my way home from work, so
yeah. Heatran Raid Hour, I'm done with fucking Heatran. I just looked at my decks. I haven't even really done that many. It's just I had the shinies early on. It's not an exciting Pokemon for me, so I've definitely been using this time to chill. And this past week, I've given up on remote raiding megas for now, just to put a little chill on the spending. And I've only been doing my megas in person. Still inviting people, still playing with the community, doing all that, but taking a step back from just gratuitously buying fucking remote passes after remote pass bundle after remote pass bundle, just like nonstop, over and over and over. So it's definitely been good to, save $20-$40 over the last week of not like doing heavier raids. But, when, we'll get to it in a second. Cresselia is coming back, and then we have Mega Pidgeot, and we don't know when that Mega Pidgeot's going to come, but I'd imagine it's going to be next week. So it's like we had Heatran, Heatran this past week. Well, we've had Heatran for so long, but we've had Heatran this week plus the starters as megas alongside of it. And I think that that's kind of what we're going to see going forward. It's my assumption, is that you'll have a legendary tier 5 raid boss rotation, and then you'll have your mega raid boss rotation. So Cresselia will come in, and the starters will go away potentially. Mega Pidgeot comes in. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'd imagine that that's just going to be another part of the game that can rotate through over time to, help build that hype. But let's get into the following week. So they gave us the full September schedule in terms of the legendary bosses and the spotlights. We've had that for a couple weeks. Then they released 2 weeks ago the Mega September event schedule. So we pretty much have September completely mapped out. And like Adam was saying, this past week has been a little bit of a downer. And for some people, that's okay. They kind of wanted this chance to step back, reevaluate.
I'm in the okay.
You're in the okay?
That's where I'm at.
I think I'm in the okay as well, because I'm still playing the game. I'm still having a great time, but I'm just not on that remote raid grind like I have had been since fucking they came out. Because those first couple weeks of, Rayquaza and Deoxys and all that shit, plus Go Fest, it was just so much. So I'm definitely okay, like just getting back out there, going for a walk and grinding and just catching, like the getting back on the shiny hunt, like all that is fun for me. So I definitely don't mind. But there's a few reasons I think that this next week of gameplay is going to kind of be a little bit of a return to form for the game. First, we have the return of Cresselia. Now, the Cresselia will be here from Thursday through Friday. We're recording this on a Wednesday, comes out on Friday, so by the time you hear this, Cresselia will be here. Heatran felt like it was here for ages. People seem to get their fill of it in the first week, and Cresselia, I think, is just a sexy Pokemon. So it's great-looking Pokemon, great-looking shiny, and it's here for the perfect time frame, about a week. I think that is the best way to rotate legendaries, rotate tier 5 raid bosses. Give us a week. That's a perfect amount of time.
Yeah, but I like a full, 3 months.
What are you, fucking crazy?
No, that's what we had Heatran for, right?
No, not 3 months, but it felt like 3 months, dude. Jeez. But I think Cresselia will do well. It's going to be like Heatran in the sense of people probably already have gone after it. They've had opportunities to get the shiny before, but this will be a good time for people to catch up. And then just remember, next Wednesday's Raid Hour will feature Cresselia. Then we have Tentacool Spotlight Hour next Tuesday with double transfer candy. This is going to be a great opportunity for trainers that don't live around water to catch a bunch of Tentacool. I'm going to be using my time to transfer legendaries. I don't need the shinies for Tentacool. I'm not worried about picking up XP or Stardust. It's just about getting rid of these fucking legendaries. I think I have close to 250 legendaries right now that I'm just ready to scrap. So
you better do it.
Dude, I'm sitting on so many Kyurem, so many Zekrom, like all those era legendary bosses, like just tons. So I got to get rid of them. Then we have week 2 of the Mega September event schedule, which is going to be challenging us to complete 275 million battles in order to unlock Mega Houndoom. Mega Houndoom is a badass looking motherfucker. And we just had, Houndour Raid Hour. Hopefully you got the hundo. I didn't. Mega Pidgeot will also see a temporary CP boost when used in battles. And they define battles as gym battles, Team Go Rocket battles, and trainer battles. Not Go Battle League, just trainer battles. And here's why I think this week is going to really incentivize people to play. The research that gives Mega Energy hopefully will be a little bit more plentiful, and Beedrill is going to be added to the mix. So the first time you're going to be able to farm Beedrill candy will be through research during this next week. The spawn pool is going to shift to bugs. Now, we had that really weird eclectic spawn pool last week. Didn't really have any cohesion. This one's makes a little bit more sense. So you have bugs. Caterpie, Weedle, Paris, Venonat, Scyther, Pinsir, Spinarak, Wurmple, Kricketot, Burmy, and Leddyba, which is having its shiny released. So unlike Lotad last week, we actually do have a new shiny, Leddyba. That's going to draw out the shiny hunters. Then we have a shift in the shadow Pokemon that are used by Team Go Rocket. This is going to draw out the collectors and the battlers because people want shadow Pokemon for PvP. Then we have raid and battle-focused timed research. That's going to keep everyone busy for the first couple days. Timed research, I don't know anyone that dislikes that mechanic. I love it.
I love it as well.
And the battler community should have a fine week as well because they're being asked, just like everyone else, to complete battles. So all the random non-GBL stuff like the Sylph-based battles, all that will already be counting towards our weekly goal of 275 million battles. So it's not like the battlers are being asked to do anything different like raid. So there really shouldn't be any need for explosions on Twitter like we saw over the whole Mega Raid debacle. So I think you've got collectors, shiny hunters, general battlers, grinders, all these different things leading up to a very full and comprehensive week of gameplay. So I'm much more looking forward to next week than I was over the past week. I don't know about you, but anything like jumping out at you as that you want to take advantage of this week? Do you have a shiny Cresselia?
I do, so I don't necessarily need it. So okay. I think it might be a raid slowdown for me.
Still, even with Mega Pidgeot?
Well, I want Mega Pidgeot because I have 100%, so I definitely want it.
Well, I mean, with the new energy that you get from raids, I mean, if you do 5 raids, you know what I mean? You're going to have enough to, pretty much put the thing in the dex and re-evolve it, 3 times.
Yeah, so I'll probably farm enough candy to get at least, around 800 after I evolve it.
800? That's a lot. You're talking about Mega Energy?
I have over 800 for Charizard. I have 195 for Blastoise.
Holy shit. Dude, over 800 is a lot. Wow.
I just kept getting invites for Charizard. Nobody would invite me to anything else. I haven't put my starters
in the decks yet.
Neither have I.
I've done Beedrill, but that's that's about it. I'm holding off for the Hundo. I have the Hundo Beedrill. So I still have all of my Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizards that I've caught through raids are still sitting in my inventory. So I need to mirror trade them with people to try to get the Hundo, because as soon as I get the Hundo, that'll be the one that I fucking Mega Evolve.
Yeah.
But, I'm just holding out. I'm not in any rush, and it's a little bit of a change to go against your gut instinct of complete it now. It's but I'm okay. I'm okay slowing it down a little bit for sure. But with how they've delayed in letting us know about Mega Pidgeot and the 2 million Mega Raids completed, hopefully with Niantic being back online next week, we should get the update on this 275 million battles goal a little bit closer to real time, because I love that about this game. I love that we can do these challenges and get results from Niantic on social, and they could say you better get to it. We only have an hour left. And this is where you're at. We haven't really gotten any of that stuff over the Mega Week, again, because they're fucking out of the office. So understandable, but the needy person in me is I want more.
I'm good.
What do you think of the spawn pool? Are you tired of bugs? Will Leddyba?
No, I'm excited.
Decent shiny.
I'm excited because I despise Leddyba right now when it's on my map. It's just big. It floats a zigzag. I mean, Yanma does it too, but Yanma has a shiny, so it's worth clicking to check. So this will make Ladybug, who's normally annoying, exciting to click on now.
Yeah, I need a shiny Caterpie. I still need 2 shiny Venonat. I need 2 shiny Scythers.
I still don't have Scyther.
I need a bunch of shiny Wurmple. You know what I mean? It's like I need plenty. So I think that this spawn pool is going to be a little bit more exciting. So I'm looking forward to this week. I think it's going to be a good week.
Same. I'm excited.
Nice. All right, let's shift gears. We haven't really talked about the tech side of things in a long time. We used to cover AR and 5G and all this stuff a lot, and we haven't really talked about it much, but now we have some fresh news that's pretty exciting and pretty interesting, Adam, if you want to run through it.
It is super fresh and super exciting, as Ken said. Niantic updated their blog the other day to announce the creation of the Niantic Planet Scale AR Alliance. Whoa. Alliances.
I know, right? It's a very strong sounding name. It's like some superhero shit.
Yeah, it's like the Avengers.
Yep.
The Superhero Alliance of heavy hitters in the mobile network space has the goal of making 5G-ready AR content. The alliance is made up of Verizon, SoftBank, EE, Orange, SKT,
Deutsche Telekom.
Deutsche Telekom.
Deutsche Telekom.
Globe, and TELUS. What this means to players of Niantic games is that they, quote, players can collaborate or compete in the same virtual space in the real time on their respective devices, end quote.
All right, stop.
PvP.
Hard stop. All right, no, dude, this is more than just PvP.
Raids.
So we've been talking about 5G for a long time and what this could mean. And the demos that Niantic has shown us in the past as far as sharing the AR space beyond Go Snapshot stuff. The real issue was latency between devices. And 5G is essentially going to eliminate that latency and allow us to do things in the same space. And Adam, you went right to PvP. Of course, this is going to be a game changer for PvP.
Well, they said the word compete.
Exactly. Like I thought of that exactly when I read the same thing. They say, collaborate or compete. So collaborate could be like the Go Snapshot. Compete, obviously, even if it's a raid, they could be competing. But yes, I see compete. I think PvP, player versus player. So very, very, very exciting. Continue.
And if you're not aware of the power of 5G, like Ken was discussing, there are 2 very important metrics to be aware of. Compared to 4G, a 5G network has 20 times the amount of bandwidth and with speeds that are 10 times faster.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Check out the Niantic blog, link in the description to see some feedback from each of the partners on the alliance, because it's about to get real.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's awesome.
The fun questions come in when we ask what this alliance can do for our lives outside of games. This could change the landscape of digital and GPS real estate, and could even impact the travel, tourism, and educational markets. We have already shown Niantic where over 7 million interesting waypoints exist through Pokestops and portals. Think about how cool a classroom could be in a shared AR environment.
Yeah, there's ramifications that go way further outside of gaming. And, we've talked about wearables plenty of times on the show, glasses and stuff like that. But think about an environment like a classroom. I think a classroom is a perfect example. Kids have phones. Kids can be supplied phones. They can be given iPads through their school. And let's say they're in a geography class or in a science class, and the teacher is giving a presentation on something specific and has the ability to project some assets, whether they're images or whatever, into the AR space. And then each of the students can then use their device to view that stuff in the AR space. And it's consistent across all the devices because they're on a 5G low latency network. They're using edge computing, so the devices are basically talking to themselves rather than talking back to the networks. I just think that the possibilities are fucking endless. Now, when you think about what this can mean for gaming, yeah, the PvP thing is unbelievable. But think of, like, when you said digital real estate, like, think of every piece of the world being mapped in AR. And that's kind of Niantic's vision, right? They wanted this mirror world where everything in the whole world would be mapped in AR. So ultimately what that means is every coordinate in the digital space, just like it is in the real space, could be potentially bought and sold from an advertising perspective. So I would buy a specific coordinate where I can place my digital billboard of my product. And if there's some kind of standardization of AR in the future, whether you're using your device to look at AR, or I'm wearing a wearable like glasses staring at AR, but we're both staring at that same location, that same coordinate, we would both see whatever that image was that was purchased and placed in that location. Again, this is just an idea. So
that's insane.
Think about if you are at a museum, and then what the museum would do is they would hire a firm to come in and install AR installations. Obviously, there's not going to be, they're completely transparent to people that are not aware of the AR thing. But let's say you go up to a painting and you pull out your device, and all of a sudden you see an animation in AR on the painting of the wall of the artist painting it, or someone giving a description, or an AR tour guide walking you through the museum. It's just, there's so much cool technology that could happen in pretty much next to real time and shared between a community. And that's what I think the real big deal about 5G is that multiple devices can communicate in that same space consistently with no latency. Like, I forgot what they said, sub-millisecond latency or something fucking stupid. So it's like, I just think that that's going to change everything. And obviously what that means for games is just cooler shit is going to be able to go down. But I think of the commercial stuff. I think of the commercial ramifications. I think of how this could affect like how we shop and our experiences at stores. Like,
well, I was going to say, us playing Pokemon Go, because we're using AR, and when we go into that space, even though we're on a Niantic, platform showing AR stuff, there could be like you said, like somebody else's advertisement, but just like in that same exact space. So you'd be looking, you'd be like trying to take a picture of Pikachu, and you're like, oh no, why is there a hot dog stand? Like, what? Right. This doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. If there was like a standardization where people are going to say like, no, you have to, you want to buy this space to have like be consistent in AR. Like, I don't know. It's just wild. We've been talking about it for so long that it's really exciting to see this stuff in action. And all these brands that are on here are not only in the tech sector, but a lot of them are like in investments. So like, companies like Globe and Deutsche Telekom, I mean, they've been investing in these technologies for years and years and years. So I think the fact that we have all these Pokestops and all these portals and all these things already there on this planet scale network, that it's just pretty much, Niantic is pretty much saying we have a product then that can be applied to your business that already is aware of the surroundings of where your business lives. And I think that's what silently we've been doing with Wayfarer and Operation Portal Recon and all this.
We did all the work.
Right. And we're ultimately doing, they just announced Pokestop scanning is working now for trainers level 20 and up. It's like there's just, yes, we've done a lot. We've done a whole lot for the building of this platform, but I think that's the fun and the beauty of it. And that's obviously the way Niantic has structured this from the beginning, was to have the users create the content, because the most powerful device necessary to do the job is already in everyone's hands. So it's like, this is where you're going to see like that 6AI, 6AD or 6AID, whatever the hell that brand was that they just acquired that does the real-time 3D AR mapping. It's just crazy watching this whole thing come together. I think this is really fucking exciting. And yeah, I want it to trickle into my game so I could have better PvP, but I look at this as like this Minority Report meets Ready Player One meets, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm just excited for, I don't know, Shibuya Square level of shit happening in my eyeballs. Give me the cybernetic eyeballs already, damn it. No, I think it's really cool, but
no cybernetic eyeball for you.
No, for me, yes, please. All right, before we take a break, we have the GBL Season 4 schedule. I poked this into last episode, a 2 or 3 minute bumper I recorded on it. But let's break it down fully here. So Season 4 of GBL is going to be kicking off on Monday, which means that this weekend is going to be your last chance to earn some MMR for Season 3. And here's what the Season 4 schedule looks like. Now, I'm just going to run through the starting dates of each of these different each of these different leagues. Each league will lead up directly to the next league. So, Great League is going to start on Monday, September 14th. That'll take you up until the 28th when Ultra League and the Ultra League Premier Cup take over. That runs to October 12th when Master League and Master League Premier Cup take over. That will run until the 26th of October. Now, this is exciting. The 26th of October starts the Halloween Cup. So more on that in just a minute. The Halloween Cup will run to November 3rd. That's when all 3 leagues plus the no CP limit Premier Cup are going to be back together. And then finally, the season will end and Season 5 will begin on Monday, November 9th. So we have all of September, all of October, into the first week of November that Season 4 will take. So now, Halloween Cup. What is the Halloween Cup? This is going to be a limited meta tournament. It is Poison, Ghost, Bug, Dark, and Fairy type Pokemon only. Great League 1500 CP. There's going to be encounter rewards through the tournament where you can earn Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle encounters wearing Halloween costumes. I'd assume they're going to be the same as last time. But this is really exciting. Now, I was going to say this was the first limited meta cup, but it actually is the second, and Adam will get to that in a minute when we talk about the Flying Cup, which kind of disappeared for a little bit. The following things are going to stay the same for Season 4. No walking requirement. Remote battles are still at Good Friends. You can still scan QR codes for remotes. Pikachu Libre avatar items at rank 7. Avatar items inspired by Blue as rank 10 rewards. You'll have encounter rewards are going to be the same as Season 3 as far as Pokemon are concerned. What's new for Season 4? So we've got some new stuff here. Rank progression is changing. So ranks 1 and 2, to get to rank 2, you simply have to play. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. But ranks 3 through 9 can only be achieved through winning a certain number of battles. So they're making winning more important lower in the rank chain. So that starts at rank 3 now. So 3 through 9, only through wins. Rank 10 will still require an MMR of 3,000. It says rank 10 will give us a new avatar pose, doesn't tell us what. And finishing at rank 7 or higher will give you an elite fast TM, where this season gives you an elite charge TM. So before we talk about Go Battle Night and the Flying Cup and all that shit, did you think that walking was going to come back, or did you figure we had some time to, that'll still be off the table?
I figured walking was coming back.
Me too. I kind of thought it was too. So I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that they didn't even do something halfway. But,
well, it's okay.
I'm sure the battlers are very happy about it. And, remote battles at Good Friends, that's just, I don't know. That's something that I think just needs to stay. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, definitely.
Or even
definitely make
even
it easier.
Great Friends, 7 days. I don't know. I do not miss the days of managing fucking templated spreadsheets and all this stuff to manage everyone's friendship and blah. Man, that was the worst. It's like, what a quality of life it's been since not having to worry about that, where you could just send someone a request and boom, immediately battle with them. It's good stuff. But why don't we move on to Go Battle Night, which we kind of touched on last week a little bit.
Yeah, so Go Battle Night is going to be on Thursday, September 24th from 6 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. local time. This 6-hour event will be dedicated to the Flying Cup. The Flying Cup will feature a 1,500 CP cap and is limited to flying Pokemon. So, Great League, essentially.
Yep.
You'll be able to complete 20 sets of Go Battle League battles for a total of 100 battles. Trainers will earn double Stardust for winning battles, completing sets of battles, and ranking up in Go Battle League. Finally, evolve Pidgeotto to Pidgeot, and it can learn Gust.
Okay. So does this mean that Mega Pidgeot comes after the 24? Like, this throws me off here. Because it's like I would want to get my Mega Pidgeot ASAP, but this is telling me hold off on evolving to Pidgeot because you can get one with Gust.
But I already have 100% Pidgeot.
I know, but then you're going to have to use an Elite TM if you want Gust.
Yeah, but that's fine. What I can't I use just another one? Just a random TM?
Sure. No, because it's going to be, this is an exclusive move. It's not being added to the move pool permanently. You have to evolve during the Go Battle night to get Gust.
All right.
You know what I mean? So it's a limited
Take
move.
my money. I need a charge TM. How do I get one?
Rank 7 of Season 3. Where are you? Rank 7 Season 3 GBL?
Rank 7. Here I come. Started at the bottom. Now I'm here.
No,
rank 2.
I think that limited metas are very important for Go Battle League, and they need to capture some of that Sylph spirit when it comes to organized limited metas and the content and the community that surrounds those metas, because that's a powerful thing for Sylph. That, you know, Sylph has the fucking corner on that. So now GBL coming in with the Halloween Cup and the Flying Cup, we'll have to see how the community reacts to it. I think the fact that the Halloween Cup is going to be over a week and the Flying Cup is over one night, I think the Flying Cup is going to be popping off. I think it's going to be fucking awesome because everyone is going to be on that night playing. And you can do 100 battles. It's going to be awesome. Where the Halloween Cup, yeah, everyone they'll play, but they're going to be taking their time doing their 20, their 20 battles over the day or whatever it is, So I just think the Flying Cup is going to be like a barrage. Like everyone is just going to be on Twitch is going to be fucking nuts that night.
It'll be a hurricane for sure.
Oh boy.
Maybe you can swoop in. Roll. You can swoop in on your competition.
All right, Adam, what about moves?
All right, well, we've got a new move being added to the game, Lunge. This bug-type charge attack will lower the opposing Pokemon's attack. Initially, only Mascarin and Galvantula will be able to learn it, but
interesting,
possibly more. Some attacks have been updated for trainer battles. Bug Buzz now has a chance of lowering the opponent's defense. Awesome. I'm gonna make sure to be using my Bug Pokemon. Flame Charge now deals less damage but raises the user's attack. Signal Beam now has a chance to lower your opponent's attack and defense. Vespiquen can now learn Signal Beam.
I saw a couple things online, people saying that Signal Beam was going to be fucking OP as hell. So we'll have to keep an eye on that because having that type of proc to lower the opponent's attack and defense, even if it is at 10%, with the DPE of Signal Beam being so high, it's just going to be interesting to follow that because this move just seems to be pretty powerful.
The most powerful. Niantic also gave us a sneak peek at Season 5, saying that it will only be 3 weeks long and ratings will not be in effect. So big changes may be coming to Season 6.
Like, let's put tinfoil hat, like pick 6, choose 3, choose 6, pick 3, whatever it's called. That would be the greatest. Oh,
that would be the greatest.
That's like my number one thing that I want at a PvP in GBL is the choose 6, pick 3 format. I think that would be the best.
Yeah, knowing what you have to work with, and it stinks too, like not being able to see your opponent's Pokemon.
Yeah,
like when we do our Sylph battles, not having that immediate access, like to be able to see before you start. It's kind of
especially in an open format. At least when the meta is limited, there's going to be a limited number of Pokemon that they could possibly choose from. But when it's an open format, it's like they could bring fucking anything. It's really difficult when you don't know, when you don't see their Pokemon. So really hard to make your, pick the right and most appropriate Pokemon for the battle. But I'm pretty excited about this. I think that Go Battle League has come a long way. I think this little sneak peeky thing they did here, Season 5 only being 3 weeks long, this could mean that we could see some big changes in Season 6. I don't know. But I'm excited of what's going on here. Halloween Cup, Flying Cup, all positives in my opinion. I think it's definitely a step in the right direction for the development of the meta. And, as far as like the rank 10 stuff, it's like I'm never hitting fucking rank 10 anyway, so I'm jealous. I'm jealous of the poses and the avatar items, but I'll have to dream about that another day. But I think we're ready to take a little break, Adam.
Yes, I need a sip of water.
Yeah, I need water too. We've got a couple bits of miscellaneous news, and then we'll do a little Mega Pidgeot raid guide and battle party. So we'll be back right after this.
And we're back. Well, not yet. Hold on.
And we're back.
Oh, okay. We're back
from our break. Thank you so much for that. A little housekeeping to get through before the ass of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And I want to give a huge shout-out to our show supporter tier patrons. Ace Trainers, Alex, Andrew, Brian, Brittany, Chad, Dem Gearsby Bangin', G-Stacks87, Griggle788, Harry, James, Jason, J, Mackle, Jolt Switch, John Zero, Lynchbot, Matt, M-Pits, Pokenabot, Purple Pancake, Sam, Smeatwad, The Noise, Woodwoos Wolf, Shiny Carol, and Chris. And a huge shout-out to our gym leaders, Jamal, Tish, Robert, Sean, P. Nickerson, TN Comics Wiz, Talon, Dig Dub Rob, and upping their patronage to the gym leader tier, Garrett. Thank you all so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. And a ton of love, as usual, to our executive producer, Paul Bott. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there's still a couple other ways you can help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. All right, Adam, you want to run through these two little bits of miscellaneous news real quick?
Well, we just prepped you for week 2 of the Mega September event. Remember, there is a third week of events, which should bring us Victini special research, as well as a challenge to unlock an extra treat during Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but they did say.
Well, they said it's a treat.
I know.
Hopefully,
it's probably a costume Pokemon.
Yeah, hopefully it's like a costume Delibird, like a spooky Delibird.
Reversal brought up a good point on Twitter the other day. He goes, "Hey, they should do a Pikachu event where they give us all the costume Pikachus ever released in the wild. That would be fucking cool. I would be okay. That would
be sick,
right? Like every single one, like with their shinies available. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
And you should already have a 3 remote raid pass, 1 Pokecoin bundle in the shop.
Yeah, this is the second one. I think it comes out tomorrow, the Thursday. Yeah, so by the time you hear this, you'll have it. So don't sleep on it. Buy it.
Got to get it while it's hot.
Yeah. All right, let's move over to our raid guide and battle party. And Adam, you know what that means.
It's a what? Battle party.
Whoop, whoop, battle party. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I'm breaking it down. All right, Mega Pidgeot raid guide and battle party. We're going to be looking at Pokebattler.com for our info on this raid. This flying normal type Pokemon looks like it could be duoed and taken down pretty easily with a group of 3 or more. Obviously, Mega Pidgeot isn't here. Things could change, but Pokebattler has pulled information from the code. I don't know where they get it from, but we're just going to go with the info that what they have with Mega Pidgeot having a CP of 49,801. It is weak to electric, ice, and rock. here's your perfect catch numbers. Now remember, perfect catch meaning regular old Pidgeot, because after you defeat Mega Pidgeot, you're going to be catching regular Pidgeot. So regular Pidgeot, 100%, 1,216, 1216 at level 20, and boosted in partly cloudy or windy weather, 1521. So again, those magic numbers, 1216 and 1521. And it can learn the fast moves Steel Wing and Air Slash, and the charged moves Brave Bird, Hurricane, and Aerial Ace. And per Pokebattler, Steel Wing and Brave Bird is its toughest combo, so we're going to look at counters against that moveset. And one thing that Pokebattler is really good for is including every Pokemon in their counter list. So typically, you're going to see a lot of Shadow Pokemon at the top of the list because Shadow are putting out more damage. So that might not make, you're going to have to tweak this a little bit. It might not make the best party, but definitely the best individualized Pokemon. So here's some of the counters they have. At the top of the list, Shadow Magnezone with Spark and Wild Charge. Shadow Electivire with Thundershock, Wild Charge. Zekrom is also up there. Charge Beam, Wild Charge. Shadow Raikou with Thundershock, Wild Charge. Shadow Zapdos, Thundershock, Thunderbolt. Here's an interesting one. Mega Charizard Y with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. And I guess this is just because it's putting out so much damage. But there's also an extensive list of viable counters on Pokebattler that aren't shadows. So definitely take a look at that. Let us know, what you're going to be using. So I actually do have a good Shadow Magnezone and a Shadow Electivire. So I'm going to bring those for sure. I have a good Rhyperior and a good regular Raikou. Not a good Shadow Raikou, unfortunately. So I'll do Shadow Magnezone, Shadow Electivire, Rhyperior, and Raikou. Then I have 2 spots dedicated for Zekrom. But if I happen to have Mega Charizard Y, Mega Evolved, I'll sub out one of my Zekroms for that Mega Charizard Y. So Shadow Magnezone, Shadow Electivire, Zekrom, Mega Charizard Y, Rhyperior, and Raikou. Very eclectic group, but I'm trusting Pokebattler on this one. Adam, what about you?
Well, I'm going to bring my 100% squad as per the norm. I've got a 100% Electivire, Jolteon, Cloyster, Glaceon, Ampharos, and Golem. The only thing I have to do is add an extra attack for the Ampharos because it has the Dragon Pulse Community Day move.
Yeah, well, you don't want to get rid of that, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I got.
That works, man. I'm excited for Mega Pidgeot. I am a little confused that Niantic, and I understand they're on break. I understand they're on vacation this week, but oof, seems weird to not have an announcement. People are really looking forward to it, so hopefully that'll be at one of the first things they do when they return next Monday. But Adam, that's pretty much it. A little bit of a shorter show. I think that's everything.
It's everything.
All right,
and more.
Awesome.
No, wait, what's more? No.
It's everything you've ever wanted and more. No, but I think that's going to wrap everything up. Please check out luredup.com for everything that's going on with the show, PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on at the network. You can email us, info@luredup.com, and you can leave us a voicemail, text, or picture or video, 732-835-8639. And Adam, that's it. I think that's it. Is that it?
That's it.
Keep training, trainers. We'll see everyone next week.